Right, hello and welcome back to Serious About Salvage and another video on the channel. Another car for this channel as well today. I picked up this little Alfa Romeo Mito. It's 1.2 JTD diesel. This is HPI clear. There's no salvage history on it. Run and drive. It's got 2 keys. It's got the logbook. It's got some service history. A little bit battle scarred, don't get me wrong, but I think it's ideal as someone's first car. You know, it's already got a little bit of battle scar, so it doesn't really matter if you scratch it and scrape it. So I'm undecided exactly what to do with it right now. Whether to just shift it on as it is, or I don't know, just tie it up a little bit and try and get a little bit more money out of it. Funky little thing, aren't they? But I've had a bit of a drive of this thing, and in all fairness, actually, it's a really nice car to drive. I've just noticed this fog light is smashed. I didn't notice that. The fog light is non-existent. Well, the lens is gone. Anyway, whatever. So yeah, 62 plate, so a late 12/early 13. It's done 87,000, so not bad miles. It's a diesel, like I said. Pulls great, drives really well, to be fair. The damage obviously is here. We've got it looks worse because the paint's flaked, but there's a bit of a scuff to the bumper. There's a bit of an indent there, and obviously you got that little bit of a dent in the actual arch. But oh crikey, this probably just made it worse. I don't know, actually I might have made it better. I don't know, I'll stop leaning on it. So yeah, there's that. There's also a little bit on this rear arch. It's just been pushed in a bit there, and just a bit of a scrape. But I'll run the buffer on that, and I think it'll look a lot better. The dent you're not going to get out because it's on that crease. Perhaps it's worth just trying to push it from behind a little bit, but I don't want to do any more damage. Typical Italian, you know, bits of plastic missing. This chrome plated plastic piece that should be on there, that's gone. Back end, nothing really to write home about on the back end. It's clean, tidy. It's got parking sensors, and you press the button on the badge and it opens the boot. There you go. I don't know what's in here. Probably too dark for you to see, but there is a jack and a handle, towing eye, a few other bits. I don't think this has locking wheel nuts. No, it hasn't. So we don't need to look for a locking wheel nut key. There's a tiny little bit of a indent down there. Again, I think a polish and a lot of these little scuffs will come off. And obviously this side is gone as well. Now I've seen this in the car. It just needs bonding in there so it doesn't fall off and disappear. So I paid just over £1,500 for this. So a bit of fuel. I'm probably £1,600 into it, which I think is a good buy. If I went ahead and put a spotlight in it, you know, machine polish the whole car, perhaps threw a wing on it, I think it's probably a £2,500 car, really, in all fairness. I think it's due an MOT, but it has got brand new tyres on the front. No problems with the brakes. I've checked the disc and pads all around. I think in all honesty it probably would end up needing 2 tyres on the rear, yeah, for MOT. But I think personally 2 tyres on it and this will sail through an MOT. Like I said, I've driven it up and down the road and it drives spot on. It drives great in all fairness. So I'm undecided whether to do all the bits and pieces and look to get about 2.5 out of it, which I think is good, is a fair price with new MOT, and you know, this service history states this was serviced less than 1,000 miles ago, and I've got the receipt, so I don't need to service it. So the choices are, I'd look for a wing in colour, machine polish the whole thing, throw 2 tyres on the rear, get it MOT'd, and ask 2.5 for it, or I just let it go. What? It must be worth 2 grand as it is, mustn't it? In my eyes. So, if any of you want to have a dabble, maybe you've got a daughter or a son about to need the first car, you fancy this, 2 grand? I think, I don't think you can go wrong with it, to be honest. Like I said, it drives really well, looks really good. A little bit of battle scars, but nothing really. Come on, if it's a first person's car, they're going to cause more damage than that probably, aren't they? So outside, bonny car, like very dark red this, a very dark red. Inside, it's very clean actually, very clean. It's got like a dry carbon imitation dash. 5-speed manual. I'm not sure what power they are, but it's got cruise, it's got phone connectivity, electric mirrors, you know, electric windows. It's actually quite a nice place to be in here. And like I said, I have driven it around a little bit, and I was surprised, you know, how nice it actually drives. Both top mounts on the front are creaking when you go lock to lock, but I think it's probably because it's just been sat for so long, or it's been sat for a few months or whatever. They've just gone a bit dry. I think a bit of lube on the top mounts, and I think it'll be fine. So 87998, so it's about to hit 88,000 in all fairness, but it starts up perfect. Obviously, like I said, it is a diesel, so a little bit noisy, but it's a diesel. We have like a driver mode button here, so as it's in dynamic, you hold it down and it goes into N and then A. So, alright, so it's called DNA. Alright, okay, so what are we in? Right, so A is all weather, that's the bottom. N is natural, okay, and D is going to be dynamic. So now I've driven it around in D. I don't think it does anything changing it, in all honesty, but I don't know. Stereo works. Yep. Like I said, plenty of service history here. I'll try to just cover the owner's details, so just 1 minute. Just trying to find the most relevant one, like I said, for the service that's just been done. This is it, yeah. So this was done 24th of the 9th, so not even, well, about a month and a half ago. Mileage 71,116. What? I think they've got that a bit wrong. That's not right mileage, is it? Someone's misread somewhere, because it ain't done, what, 7181, 17,000 miles in a month and a half, has it? Let's be honest. So someone's misread the mileage, but I think we can pretty much guarantee in the month and a half it ain't done much. So we'll disregard what the mileage says up there. That's probably just totally wrong. Engine diagnostics, reset cores if light comes on, return for free, cores relating to oil airflow. Okay, so it had oil and filter change, EGR cleaner, and it also had the oil pressure regulator, including labour, changed. Okay, so it must have had an oil pressure issue, but it's been changed, and that came up to £263. So like I said, it's been serviced. Disregard that mileage up there, and yeah, there's other bits and pieces here going back over the years, but I think at the end of the day, the most recent one's the most relative one, isn't it? I think, like I said, it is due an MOT. I think I checked online. You can do it yourself anyway, can't you? The registration's on the video, so. But yeah, all the handbooks, plenty of history, 2 keys. It's like I said, 2 tyres. I'm pretty much 100% convinced it'll fly through an MOT and it's ready to go, innit? I personally wouldn't bothered with the bits and pieces. I'd just use it. For a £2 car, I don't think you can go wrong, can you really? So yeah, I think, in all honesty, if someone wants to give me the £2 for it, I'm gonna let it go. If I don't get that, if no one shows any interest, I think I'll just fix it. And yeah, just advertise it for 2.5, I think. It's a cheap little runaround for someone. So yeah, let me know what you think I should do. Sell as, fix it. I say fix in the broadest terms, there's nothing really to fix, is there? Let's be honest. It just wants a good polish, bit of tightened up, 2 tyres and an MOT, doesn't it? And then it can go. But pleasantly surprised, I must say. Pleasantly surprised. Alright guys, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed the short little video on the new car. You may never see this again, because I'm hoping someone snaps it up for that too. Because I've got too many cars, and I've got another one coming next week, so I could really get it out of here. But if not, like I said, I'll probably get a wing, start it up a little bit, and maybe ask 2.5. I think it's a good buy at that. I think it's a good price, so let me know if you're interested. If not, no problem. I hope you enjoyed the video anyway. If you did, please do consider subscribing, big thumbs up, press that bell notification, and it will tell you every time I upload a video. And until next time, cheers.